because I felt really angry with you and I felt rejected and I was pitying myself and then at the same time trying not to pity myself, and I was screaming to the world, get me self-realization now because then I'll be worthy of someone's love.
Pippa went to the cemetery. Pippa is the girl that you see here. I just watched her video, sitting in the cemetery, complaining, cursing at the camera. Very honest and real that video was. One of the highest quality videos I've seen in a while, maybe in a week. Oh, made me so happy. I laughed. Yeah, honest, real, raw, as good as it gets. I'll make sure, I will remember to link the video in the first part of the description. You gotta watch it.
Thank you.
Also, at the same time, I saw that your eye was opening up. You're there and you're saying, oh, I'm in the cemetery, and I looked at what's going on, and I could see some things are shifting in here in the third eye. So definitely, you must go again. I challenge you. Okay, this is not something I don't know for sure, but I'm giving you a challenge. If you keep going there, something for sure will happen. Yeah, that's what I have to
Okay,
say.
I take the challenge. I
Okay,
was already planning on going there again
so when did you go?
today. Couple of hours in the morning.
Nice,
Yeah,
okay. And how far was it?
that specific place was half an hour by bike.
Okay.
There are more cemeteries closer by, but this one is nice. It has nature and it
Mm.
has a lot of dead people.
Yeah. So you want realization, you want awakening, that's the place you go. That realization and awakening will be handed over to you on a silver platter if you keep going there.
Then I
Mm,
better go.
yes. So what else?
Your talk with Miriam Magdalene, very interesting. Uh, very impressive woman, and she also awoke a lot of anger in me, um, and jealousy of seeing her shine like that and uh, holding myself back. Or that was the feeling I had, like, what the fuck am I doing? Why I'm not there? Why I'm not there? Um, uh, and yeah, I could see that you were impressed by her too. Um, so if you have any insights to share on what has happened inside of you after talking to her, I would be curious to hear.
She's a very intense woman. She doesn't think about what she says. Intense is a good word to describe her. Now, people use the word intense a little bit too much, too often. Oh, it's intense. Oh, this thing is intense. Oh, did you eat that ice cream? Oh, it's intense. No, ice cream is not intense. She's intense. She's so much tension. Oh my God. So,
Yeah, and authority.
authority. Yeah. Yeah.
You almost didn't speak a word in the whole video. I was so surprised.
Well, I was giving her a chance to speak. She looked like she wanted to say things. So I'll do that again, probably on Monday. I'll talk to her about twin
Mhm.
flames and all these things. Then we'll get her on a call with Leo or someone, all three of us, and we'll talk. And I'll talk more. Yeah.
Mm.
Nice lady.
Um, Something that really triggered me in the talk was the prediction of the nuclear war and the split of two worlds, kind of the enlightened or self-realized people starting happy communities all over the world, and then the rest kind of bombing each other out of the world. And um, yeah, it makes me frustrated. Why does it make me frustrated? Well, I think certainly there's this thought of, oh, on which side am I gonna be? But then at the same time, also, I saw a parallel with emotions and pain and how I get angry when I feel like emotions are rejected, whenever I do it myself or other people reject my emotion. Um, and that there's something very cruel about leaving people in pain to themselves. I don't know. At the same time, I understand that that is not what she's doing, but it sounded that way.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna definitely do some kind of prediction video, I think after the year ends or the new year begins, because I don't really know what's gonna happen. My mom is telling me so many things. My mom, by the way, shout out to her. She, for the past 5, 6, 7 years, she's spiritually awakened and aware, and she knows things. She's been writing things down in her notebook, like messages come to her. Oh, okay, and she writes this down. And then she goes back to her years later and she's like, oh my God, I wrote this number down. This is the house that we're living in. I had this thing and now this has happened and this, that. So she's saying that very likely in the next couple of months or next year, some serious stuff is going to happen. Serious stuff meaning, you know, get your bag and let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you'll be okay. I don't see a reason for them to take you along with you. You're on the spiritual path. I mean, nothing really is going to happen to you, I don't think. I like to feel nothing's going to happen to me. If it does, all right. But I don't want that to be done. And it's kind of needed, you know. Human beings aren't here wise master creatures walking around so kind and peaceful. No, they're destroying the place. So they're gonna destroy themselves. They're gonna clean up their own mess. Maybe that's what needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah. Hopefully everything goes smoothly, but we're gonna see. I'm sure you'll be able to watch this video back and tell us in the future.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
All right. I guess that's it, but it doesn't feel like it. We need to still say something.
Mm.
Do you think there are twin flames?
As in people who are perfect energetic uh match.
Hmm.
I don't know. I For now, no. I think it really depends on how you define it. I think in our experience, it's uh it will never be the case that everything that someone else is running perfectly smoothly with what you are expressing as. But I think it's about the fact that that also doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Do you?
I've seen some videos online, people claiming to be twin flames, and I looked at their relationship, and it's just they have some nice compatibility. They like each other, but there's nothing really. Oh my God! Wow. I'm not sure. I think this might be just a spiritually made up concept.
Hmm.
But this girl, Miriam, she says she found her twin flame, and well, you've seen the video. She can't talk to
Hmm.
him or something, or he can't talk to her. It's like,
She hasn't met him yet, right?
mm,
I think that's also, I mean, yeah, maybe energetically you can feel into what it is or could be, but then see how it works out if you actually uh, meet each other and spend time building a life together. That's always a challenge.
mm-hmm.
And energy also evolves. So within a person. So
Yeah,
maybe you could be a twin flame for a millisecond on Earth and then it changes and
mm-hmm.
then you gotta live with that. And if you're building on something, then I think it's worth maybe giving priority to that. And that is what I understand in what she says about our union is divine and we choose to come together for something higher than ourselves. That I can understand. But then do you need to be twin flames to do so? I don't think so. I think Sadhguru is inviting a whole lot of people to do this with him, kind of. Uh, and it takes devotion more than mates to be together.
Hmm. Good point. I'm not sure Sadhguru's wife was even his twin flame.
Mm.
Hmm, twin flame. It's funny.
I think, I mean, Viji wasn't more enlightened than Sadhguru was. That's one thing. Um, and from what I've seen, she also experienced a lot of frustration and pain, even within their relationship. It didn't matter to her. And that's the cool thing about it. Mm.
Tell me about your experience in the cemetery.
Um, I couldn't focus on the dead in the beginning because I felt really angry with you and I felt rejected and I was pitying myself and then at the same time trying not to pity myself and I was um, screaming to the world, get me self realization now because then I'll be worthy of someone's love. And there was just a lot of burning going on. So I walked in this anger and frustration, and I thought about Miriam as well and her intensity and passion and the way she doesn't care about what she says and is so straightforward. And it made me feel that I could do more there as well in being straightforward and also in once again getting back to my own truth and the fact that no one can possibly ever reject me um, but myself and that yeah, even though I admire you and see into you to some extent and see like how incredible that is, at the same time there is no one's guidance to follow but mine, and that is a reoccurring insight and it always takes or it seems to take rejection sometime to strengthen that insight and to regain my own voice and truth. And I closed my eyes. I was sitting at the grave at some point. Um, and Kali was really present there, or I felt her. And what I saw was, well, in my inner vision was a lion, and it started roaring. Mm, and also this space bloomed again. And a lot was about just opening my mouth and like starting to speak whatever words want to come and share whatever emotions want to come. And it doesn't really matter what I say, even. It doesn't matter. Uh, I just have to let it out and we'll see.
Did you make any progress there?
Define progress.
Did you feel after coming back home anything change, shift, any new realizations?
Mm, something about my own freedom. Mm, and about needing stronger boundaries, committing more to whatever it is that I'm doing in a general sense, like in everything.
I,
And also a thought that um, started occurring or came across a few times was like, maybe I am realized. Like all of these guys are saying it, maybe I can say it too. And why not claim it? Something like that. So we'll see if I claim it in the way I act in the world
hmm.
and in the way I behave towards myself and others.
Anything else you wish to share?
I would like to talk about your heart space. Um, and the fact that you desire strong heart connection with someone, and that maybe I want to challenge you to speak more truly from that space, because the rejection that I felt was not so much about um, this not instantaneously being something or like the marriage not happening. It was more about the fact that um, that experience of rejection happened in a conversation with Leo, and that it seemed like that was the only place that it could have come out, with him there as guidance to it, or energetic backup, or um like the veil of truth. Well, the veil was lifted and truth came out because he was there. And I felt some sense of betrayal. And then I realized that also I hadn't been very direct about my emotional experience. Um, Both of us, yeah, I think it's sometimes easy to seem like you're actually talking about how you feel, but then as a matter of fact, you're not, and you don't really dig into it or express it as it is. And that's what I would be curious to see from you, and what I think you need to do uh, in order to find that thing that you want.
Challenge accepted. I'll do that. I'll speak more from my heart.
How do you feel right now?
I don't feel much of anything. I'm just kind of blissful.
Nice.
I think that's a good place to wrap it. Talk again tomorrow. See you soon.